Hey guys, Happy New Year! Woo! It is 2020, 2019 is over. New year, new decade even, and it's a really exciting time. I don't know about you, but whenever a new year starts, much less a new decade, I'm really excited about the fact that we basically get to start with a clean slate. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of anticipation for all the things that can happen this coming year. In fact, actually, you've probably seen online or you've probably talked to a friend and maybe even have yourself your one word that you're going to focus on and put your effort and your energy into this next year in order to make some changes, in order to accomplish something that you have a goal. And maybe instead of having a whole list of goals, you're just going to focus on this one word, your one word. And so as you're going in 2020, maybe you have a word. I was actually looking online. Let me take a look at this sheet. I wrote some down that some people have. I have confetti all over myself. Some people have a word that they want to be consistent. Some people have a word that they want to be ready. This one actually I really like. Some people say that their word for 2020 is that they want to be have discomfort, which is kind of cool because they want to be able to take risks and they want to take on new challenges that they may not have taken in the years before. But this year they're willing to be uncomfortable or have some discomfort in their lives in order to accomplish those things. And so that's kind of a cool word. When I think about myself, 2019, I actually didn't start the year with the word. And in fact, it wasn't actually something that was on my radar to do. But in the beginning of the year, January last year, the church I currently attend and a part of, we did a 21-day fast. And so I had a lot of questions, some things I needed to ask God about, and I want to get some answers. And so perfect time to do that is when you're praying and fasting and spending 3 weeks just intentionally trying to get your spiritual edge back. I had a lot of questions. 2019 was a crazy year for me and my family. Made a lot of changes, took on a lot of risk personally and as a family. And so I want to hear from him. And just to tell you, real quick, I was in this 3-week process. I'm getting towards the end and I hadn't heard anything. I hadn't gotten any answers from God for some of the questions that I'd been asking him. And I was getting a little frustrated. I was just like, how come we're praying and we're fasting and we're expecting to hear from God, but I just haven't been able to hear anything from him. Well, towards the end of that 21-day fast, I was reading my Bible, I was praying, and obviously I was fasting, and one word popped in my mind based on my reading and things I've been praying about and thinking about, and it was this word mountain. Now that's a little bit different than being consistent, ready, discomfort, but it was this word mountain, and it wasn't actually a word for me to try to challenge myself to grow in. It was actually a word from God trying to reveal a little bit more about himself to me. And so, I was reading the scripture, it talked about God being on his mountain, and that if I cry out to him, if I call out to him, he'll hear me, and he'll respond because he loves me and he cares about me. And so this idea of the mountain being where God is, and also the fact the mountain is this strong, stable place where God can be just consistent in my life, where if I have a problem, where I'm unsure, if I'm afraid, I can run to him, my mountain, and feel secure. And so for 2019, man, did I need that word. Not a word for me to challenge myself and be able to take on and change something in my life, but a word, a attribute, a thing about God himself that I needed to hold on to so that I can live confidently and with hope and with boldness and with patience and peace and all these other words through 2019 because I knew he was my mountain. And so as I'm going into 2020, I don't have my one word, and I've been thinking about what is this year going to be about, but I am hoping that I'm also doing the 21-day fast again this January, this year, so that I can spend some time praying and fasting, asking God some other questions, and asking him actually not so much one word for how I can grow personally or even answers to some of the questions I have, which I want those things, but actually my focus is going to be, God, can you give me one word about yourself? Some attributes, something about you that I can hold on to in 2020 so that no matter what's going on, no matter what challenges I face, that I can spend some time this year thinking about man, just like in 2019, man, you're my mountain, and I need you, and I want you, and I need to run to you because all this stuff's going on. And so I want to know what my word is from God for 2020. And so my challenge for you is whether you have your one word already or you don't have one yet, you can ask God, hey, can you kind of share something about yourself with me? Can you give me one word about you, God, that I can hold on to this year? You know, maybe it's God is faithful. Maybe it's God is powerful. Maybe it's God is just. Maybe it's God is peace. Maybe God is love. Maybe the word is grace, because we all need that. I don't know what your word is going to be this year, but I encourage you to ask God to give it to you. To spend some time praying, maybe even fasting. You know, when I fasted, it was, I stayed away from certain foods. It could be a different kind of fast. You can probably Google, different types of fasts you can do. And then just ask God, hey, can you reveal something about yourself to me as I'm spending time sharpening my spiritual edge, spending time with you, trying to grow closer to you? Can you share a word with me that I can hold on to this year? Hey, stay tuned. In the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about different promises that God makes. We talk about trusting Him and putting our faith in Him, but what are we trusting and what are we putting our faith in? Yes, in God Himself, but God also makes promises to us. And so we're going to be talking about some of the promises that He makes to us, things that we can trust that He'll follow through on in this coming year, 2020. So you're not going to want to miss it. Hey, if you found any value in this video, hit that like button. And if you're interested in more videos that help you live life with more hope, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you know when more videos are made just for you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your 2020. Thank you. I'm pumped, excited, can't wait for the new year, and thanks for stopping in.